guys, welcome back to another video. This is going to be a realistic what I read in a week. I feel like I haven't done one of these videos in a really long time. I don't actually know how long it's been, but it feels like it's been a long time. But I feel like this is the perfect week to do it because for those who don't know, I live in Austin, Texas, and Texas as a whole is currently getting, or I think it goes all the way up to like Kansas, but we're getting like a giant cold front that's bringing snow and sleet and ice and just all of the cold temperatures. And today was the first day that we're getting the cold temperatures. So I think it's like 35 right now, but the wind chill, it's so windy out. The wind chill is like 22 degrees. And up in DFW, which is where I'm from and like where my family lives, it's like 10 degrees right now. And they're supposed to be getting by Friday, like possibly over a foot of snow. We might be getting like an inch down here, but definitely some ice. So we're gonna be inside like all week. And I think I'm gonna do a full 7 days this week, which is crazy because I normally only do 5, but I think I'm gonna do a full 7 just because why not? We're gonna be inside anyway. It's cold, there's gonna be ice and snow. So yeah, we're gonna do that. This is gonna be the coziest of the coziest realistic what I read in a week. I'm also really excited because the book that I'm currently reading, I did not think was gonna make it into a reading vlog, and I was so sad about that. I just did not have any reading vlogs lined up this week, but now I get to. So I'm currently reading House of Flame and Shadow, which is the 3rd Crescent City book and the last one currently out. I'm loving this book. I am loving it so far, which is crazy because I feel like it's the least liked Crescent City book, but I think it's really, really good. And I'm currently on page 508. I actually stopped in the middle of a chapter last night because I was falling asleep, but today is Monday. I think I said that, but since I'm doing 7 days, I'm going to start with yesterday. I didn't film myself, but I went back this morning and tried to find like where I started yesterday. And if I'm correct, I think I read 84 pages yesterday. Maybe not 100% correct, but we're gonna go with that number because I'm like 99% sure. So 84 pages yesterday, and we're starting on page 508 today. I really want to get to the 700s, like the 700 pages, because apparently there's something crazy that happens and I want to film my reaction. There's like a TikTok of a girl who filmed herself, so I'm gonna go back and find that exact page and make sure to record myself. But yeah, I'm just rambling at this point. I kind of want to go make a hot chocolate, maybe some soup, and we're gonna sit on the couch and start reading. Y'all might be thinking like, oh, it's just a few hours later because she's in the same clothes. No, it's literally the next day. It is Tuesday today. I have not changed out of these clothes, but I've been home the whole time. Like I haven't left, so I'm still just like lounging in the same clothes I've been in. Just had to clarify that. I'm gonna go take a shower soon, but I ended up reading 97 pages yesterday. So on Monday, that's how many pages I read. And then today I started on page 605 and I'm now on page 628. So that's what, 23 pages so far today already. And I'm hoping to read a lot today. Like I want to get to the 700 because I want that plot twist to happen. So we have a lot to read today. I want to get to like around 150 today if possible. Honestly, shit's about to go down in this book. They are about to try to take on the Asteri. I think that's how you say it, Asteri. But they hunt Rune and Rune's, no, not Hunt and Rune, Hunt and Bryce's parents just went to the Northern Rift because they want to open the portal to Hell to let everyone from Hell come to Midgard to like have them help fight the Asteri. And it's honestly giving me like, not Throne of Glass. Well, yes, Throne of Glass. I'm seriously getting these books mixed, not mixed up, but like it is giving me Throne of Glass vibes so much, specifically Kingdom of Ash, like everyone being together and just like, I don't know how the characters are interacting. Like it's so Throne of Glass coded right now. I can't even like begin to explain, but it's giving me, I know the thing that I'm trying to say right now is similar to Throne of Glass. Why can I not think of it? Game of Thrones. It's giving me Game of Thrones vibes where they're at right now because they said it's like a giant wall and it's not like ice, but like they're in like the ice area because they're like way up north and it's just like a giant wall that goes for as long as you can see. And I think there was a wall in Game of Thrones, wasn't there? I only watched like the first season and I cannot remember because it was a long time ago. But yeah, this book is like throwing me all over the place. They're about to fight the Asteri, and I just really want to know what that plot twist was in like the 700s pages. So I'm gonna try to get to that today. But it is, again, freezing out today. We're not getting any of like the snow and rain and ice yet. That's Thursday and Friday, I think. But we're gonna be on the couch again all day today. I need to eat, so I kind of want to get Subway. I don't know for sure, but either way, I'm gonna get a Dr. Pepper and we're gonna sit on the couch and read. I am now showered, clean, changed, and I think I've read a lot today. I wanted to give y'all just like a quick update on where I'm currently at. It's still early in the day, but I'm now on page 667, so I've read 62 pages today so far, and I am just utterly obsessed with this book. It is so, so good. So many things have happened since I've last talked to y'all, so I am gonna say a few spoilers here, so if you don't want to hear any spoilers, skip this part. I forgot to even mention that in the beginning of this video, probably because I didn't even know if this was going to be spoilers or not, but I am going to talk about some. So the craziest stuff literally just happened. So I think I told y'all how Hunt and Bryce's parents went to the Northern Rift to, from what everyone thought and from what I thought, they were trying to open it to hell to get like Adis and Apollyon and all of them. But she actually opened it to the ACOTAR world. She was speaking to Nesta again, and Bryce ended up pushing her parents. Well, Hunt really did, but they pushed Bryce's parents through the portal into the ACOTAR world because Bryce wanted them to stay there to be safe, which is crazy. And Bryce was crying and I wanted to cry, but like I know she's gonna miss her parents, but she was doing it to save them, and it just like broke my heart because her parents didn't even know what she was doing. Her parents still thought that Nesta was like a person in hell, and so that just like broke my heart. And then all of the stuff with like Sabine and the Prime and all the stuff that went down when Ethan went to try to go talk to the wolves was just absolutely crazy. I love the character development of every single character in this book, like especially Ethan and Tharion. They are just some of the most selfless people, and I know that the grief that they're dealing with is so heavy in this book, and it's just like absolutely crazy. It's so much is going on, and I'm obsessed with this book. Like I went into this book so scared because, like I said, the rep around it was just very like iffy. Like not a lot of people liked it, but they just didn't think it was the best Crescent City book. But I think it's the best Crescent City book. I really personally do, and it makes me even more excited for the next ACOTAR book because I'm just wondering if it will like pick up where, you know, like this stuff left off. I'm obviously not done with this book yet, so like I don't know if Nesta and them are in it more and like what else happens, but I'm just like really excited for the next ACOTAR book. So that's where I'm at right now, 62 pages in, and I think I'll definitely hit my 150 page mark. Well, honestly, I don't know. It's only like 430, but I'm only a third of the way there, so I don't know. But I'm just absolutely loving this book, and we have less than 200 pages left until we're done with the book, so we'll definitely finish it tomorrow. But that's where I'm at. I'm gonna read a little bit. I don't know if I'll talk to y'all tonight or in the morning, but I will update y'all next. Hi guys, it is now Wednesday. I ended up reading 112 pages yesterday on Tuesday, which is honestly really good considering how big these pages are, but the book was just getting way too good to put down. I didn't even want to put it down last night before I went to sleep, and so I started on page 707 this morning. I'm now already on page 759. I haven't even talked to y'all yet. I just had to get reading because like I need to know what's going to go down, and I'm also only like 7 or 8 pages away from the apparent crazy thing that happens on page, what was it, like 767? So I'm gonna feel myself when I get to that part, but this is crazy. They are now fighting, everyone's back in Midgard, they're fighting the Asteri, and I don't want to give away like too much. Well, I guess if you haven't read the book, then don't listen to this, but they've already killed one Asteri, and they're really just going after Regulus. He's like the biggest, you know, most powerful, just like most menacing one, so they're going after him. They're trying to get Lydia's sons back because Pollux has them, and literally just absolute craziness going on. But I am so close to finishing, so we're definitely going to finish the book today. It might be later tonight, but I'm going to eat some lunch. I have a pizza in the oven, and then we're going to keep reading because I want to know what happens on that one page. What? Wait. Oh my god. Bran, Lydia's son, is Brannon. But why can I not remember off the top of my head if Brannon is from the ACOTAR world or Throne of Glass? Why can I not remember right now? Either way, that is crazy. Oh, wow, we need to talk about what just happened because that was insane. So again, if you're still watching this video after all of the spoilers I've mentioned, well then I don't know what you're doing. So click out if you don't want to know like the absolute craziest stuff. But we just found out, I originally thought that, so, okay, let me backtrack. So Lydia's sons, the twins, one of their names is Bran. She ended up saying his full name, which was Brannon. And at first I could not remember if Brannon was a part of the ACOTAR world or the Throne of Glass world. I don't know why I could not remember, but he's Throne of Glass. He is like the sole, not the sole heir, but like the original heir of Terrasen, or like the original ruler of Terrasen. I think he was the one that Aelin would go down to meet in like the cave under her room in the glass castle. I think that was him down there. It's been so long since I've read that series, but I originally thought that he was Brannon. So like with how the universes work, I thought that Lydia's son was literally Brannon, but I found out a few pages later that he's not. Lydia just named her son after Brannon because they are a part of his bloodline. And so she was like, I named him after one of the greatest people in our bloodline, which is just like crazy because am I wrong, or is Aelin and Brannon related? They are, right? So that would mean that Lydia's a part of Aelin's family, which is mind-blowing. Finding connections to Throne of Glass is so different than ACOTAR because Throne of Glass is done. Like she said she's not writing any more, Sarah J Maas, she said she's not writing any more Throne of Glass books. So like getting new information on Throne of Glass is crazy just because like we're not going to get a whole nother like point of view on all of this. So that's just wild. But we also found out that Lydia and Rune are mates, which I guessed like chapters and chapters ago because Rune had said something like, I felt the connection, but I couldn't put my finger on what it was called. And I was like, obviously because y'all are mates. So I wasn't that surprised at that, but that was a much better, like not plot twist, but just like surprise, much better than I thought it was going to be. I was guessing that one of the kids was going to have powers, or both of them were, which I guess technically they still could, and maybe that's in the next book, or maybe it's in this book and I just haven't finished yet because I still have like 50 pages left. But that was my guess, was that the kids were going to use their magic to get out of Pollux's grip or whatever. But no, Lydia is a part of Aelin's bloodline, which is wild. Wow, guys, I literally don't even know what to say. I just finished this book, and first off, I read 112 pages of this today. That was from where I started to where I ended, so I'm at 112 pages right now. This book, I will say, is I think my favorite in the whole series. Honestly, it's kind of hard for me to think back on the first and second books because I read them a year ago. I think I literally read them in January of last year, so it's been a full year. So I don't like remember too much, but I feel like if I loved those books, then I would have remembered. So I think this might be my favorite Crescent City book. So much happened. Like I genuinely am in love with all of the characters, especially in this book. I'm obsessed with Rune and Lydia. I'm obsessed with Tharion, just like how selfless he is, and like all of these characters were put into such like, basically every single character went through just horrible things in this book, and yet how much they love their friends and would literally do anything for them and sacrifice. Like I'm pretty sure every single character sacrificed themselves at least once for their friends. Like they're so brave, and I can't imagine being in these situations and like wanting to sacrifice yourself for your friends. Like it's just absolutely insane, and I cannot believe the character growth that happened. Sorry if you hear my dog scratching himself in the background, but I think I'm gonna give this book 4 stars. I don't know why it's not a 5 stars. I honestly couldn't tell you. I think, and I've said this before, I think any book over like 600 or 700 pages just automatically can't get 5 stars to me because just something in my head is like, you were too long. So it's like, even though I loved the book, I will always think a book this long is too long. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give this a 4 stars. I've already rated it and put my review on Goodreads, which if y'all don't follow me on Goodreads, you should go follow me. I'm also on Fable, so I'll try to link that if I remember down below, but I use Goodreads the most. That's where I post all my book reviews. So go follow me on there so that you see all my reviews in real time and like updates as I'm reading, because I've been trying to post more like descriptions on like while I'm currently reading books, if that makes sense, like reviews while I'm in the middle of the book and stuff. So, but yeah, I'm so excited to go put this on my shelf now. I'm gonna have to rearrange my fantasy shelf to fit this up there, but I'm excited. It's filling up. I cannot wait to just get the next book in this series and also the ACOTAR series. Like, I want to see what happens. And I literally started tearing up whenever Feyre opened the Northern Rift again to get her parents back, and Cassian and Nesta were there, and they were just all being so nice to each other. Oh my god, I literally started crying when Nesta was hugging Ember. Is that her name? Bryce's mom's name? Ember Quinlan. I was crying when Nesta was hugging her, and how Bryce's mom was just saying to Nesta, like, you're such a nice person, like, I hope all good things come for you, because Nesta didn't have a mother figure, and so like seeing her have that motherly embrace was so sad. I was like, oh my god, I can't do this. But yeah, 4 stars. I'm not gonna read for the rest of the night, if I'm being honest. Maybe I'll start something on my Kindle. I am like done reading for today. My eyes hurt, and I'm gonna go just sit in a hot shower or stand in a hot shower right now. But yeah, either way, 4 stars. Absolutely loved and devoured this book. I have not talked to y'all since Wednesday, and today is now Friday. Yesterday I just hung out with my boyfriend, and I honestly didn't even really read like at all until last night. When I last talked to y'all on Wednesday, I was kind of wrapping it up though, because I had finished House of Flame and Shadow, and I just was like, I'm not gonna read anymore for the day because I was like tired of reading that day. But I actually did end up reading more. I started a new book. I started Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez on my Kindle. I missed my Kindle so much. It is so nice going from such a thick book to having your little Kindle again. But I ended up starting Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, and on Wednesday I read like the first 22 pages of this book, which brought my total up to 140 pages on Wednesday, which is a lot for me, and I'm really proud of myself for that day. And then yesterday, I didn't talk to y'all at all because, like I said, I literally read everything in bed last night. I read for the last like 2 hours before bed, and I got 94 pages, not 94 pages into the book, but like 94 more pages further into the book. I'll give y'all a little like synopsis of what the story's about so far. So there's a girl named Emma and a guy named Justin, and they both have this thing to where the people that they date in their lives, after they break up with them, those people end up going on to like find and marry their soulmate. So they each consider themselves like Lucky Charms. Emma ended up going on Reddit, and Justin had posted about it, how he's like this good luck charm, and Emma was like, I have the same thing, like everyone that I date, once we break up, they find their soulmate. She ended up messaging him, and they started talking and becoming kind of friendly, and they came up with this bizarre idea, like, well, what if we dated each other? Do you think that means like once we break up, we'll find our soulmates, like we'll break this like curse or whatever? And so they're like, that's kind of, you know, weird. And like, she's a travel nurse, and her and her friend Maddie were about to go to Hawaii for a few months to do their like shifts there or whatever in Hawaii. And the thing about this book is it's been kind of unrealistic, because Emma convinced Maddie to not go to Hawaii anymore, and they ended up going to Minnesota to surprise Justin and start their whole fake dating thing, which is crazy to me. Like, if my friend ever came out to me right before we were supposed to go to Hawaii for a job and be like, can we actually switch where we're doing our shifts? Like, can we go to Minnesota and look for a hospital there? I'd be like, girl, we are not trading Hawaii for Minnesota. But her friend ended up agreeing, and now they're in Minnesota, and her and Justin just went, not Maddie and Justin, but Emma and Justin just went on their like first date, and you can already tell that they like each other, and it's just, we're kind of going from there. But the book is a little unrealistic so far, just with everything that's been going on. I think it is really cute though. I know that when this book came out last year, everyone was like obsessed with it. It was like the best book of the year for everyone, and I am enjoying it so far. I will say that this book, I'll read like a chapter and suddenly I'll be like 10% further, and I'm like, how did I just get 10% further? Like, it feels like I'm flying through this book. So that's the good thing. I really needed that after reading that giant 830 page book. I haven't read anything yet today. I'm starting on page 116, and yeah, I'm hoping to read a lot of this book because like I said, it's flying by. One thing I'm so happy about is that this book is on Spotify as an audiobook, which, oh my god, that is like the best thing ever to find out when you look it up and it is on Spotify as an audiobook, because I've been listening to it. I haven't listened to it a lot, but I listened to like a chapter while I was doing laundry last night, and I genuinely think that is like one of the best ways to get through a book, is just like doing chores, doing stuff around your house and listening to it. So that's what I've been doing, and I think I'm about to do that while I do dishes and make myself my lunch. So yeah, that's what's going on. I'm starting on page 116, and I will talk to y'all in a little bit with an update. Sorry if y'all can hear my fridge making the weirdest sounds ever. I don't know what it's doing, but it is now later in the day, Friday. It's like 10 p.m. right now, and I wanted to give y'all an update on where I'm at, but also probably close this video off. I am starting to get a headache, which means I can't look at my Kindle for much longer. So I think I'm gonna end the video here, but I made it to page 202, which is exactly 50% of the way through this book, and I did my calculations and I've read 86 pages today, which I feel like is pretty average for me. Honestly, that's like usually what it's around. I also went ahead and did the calculations for the whole week, well, not the whole 7 days, because technically if I'm ending the video now, I'm only doing 6 days, but I read 613 pages in the last 6 days, which I feel like is pretty good. That's technically over 100 pages a day. So yeah, I feel like that's pretty good. 613 pages in 6 days, and to think about if like I did keep filming tomorrow, then it would have been even more, like over 700. So I think that that's pretty good, honestly. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. The reason I'm ending it early is I honestly just don't read that much on Saturdays. Like, me and my boyfriend just hang out the whole day and we do things, and if I do read, it's not until like really like late at night when I'm getting into bed. I can literally go the whole day Saturday without reading. So I'm just gonna end the video here, since I probably won't have anything to update y'all with tomorrow. But I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed either of the books that I read in this video, if you read them. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Consider subscribing if you want to see more from me. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video.